Hey, this is Jdsgamer, and today I'm back with more commentary for Spider-Man gameplay for the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So as you can see right now, I'm hanging around the comic stand, which is where you can get comic books and stuff. Well, you can't really purchase them out of there, but like the ones that you collect around the city and stuff, they're unlocked and they're placed inside the comic store. So you also gonna look at figures and stuff that you have unlocked too as well, you know.
Harry
And Stan Lee himself is in there too,
anyone.
you know, Spider-Man's creator. He was in there himself too, which I thought was kind of a cool touch. If I'm not mistaken, you could play as Stan Lee in one of the other games they had. You could play as Stan Lee. So yeah, here's the comic stand. I used to always go in those and get comic books too when I was much younger. I used to always collect comic books. I was a big comic book fan, and I still occasionally get comic books. I still get them, but not like I used to though. So as you can see, there's Stan Lee.
There you
Get a
are.
close up on him.
I was
Looks
starting to
just
think
like
you'd
him
forgotten
too.
about me. And hey, you know how sensitive I am.
You really can't talk to him, but he does talk on his own, or he'll say little stuff here and there, you know. Black Cat Felicia. See, they have a picture of her on the window. And as you can see, there's the figures on the
You
left
should have
side on
seen
the
the
wall
girl
over
I
there.
met at the fundraiser. Cat's eye glasses, gorgeous hair, legs like pow. I mean, the whole time we danced, she couldn't keep her hands off me. Say, have you seen my wallet?
There are the figures. I think that's a cool one right here of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. That's a cool one. That looks tight right there. I like that. Over there on the right, you can see Aunt May and Uncle Ben, you know. Now that's the only problem with the game too. They didn't really look like the actors. Like Peter Parker, he doesn't look like Andrew Garfield, you know. He doesn't look like him. I mean, like his clothes and stuff they have, even kind of the hairstyle kind of looks like Andrew Garfield, but it doesn't really look like him. So I thought that was kind of odd that they did, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the previous ones, based on the films, they did have him looking like Tobey Maguire when he was playing Peter Parker Spider-Man. Now these are some of the comic books that have opened or unlocked because I was collecting them around the city, you know. And one of these I actually had, like that right there with Carnage on it. I have that issue. I have that Spider-Man issue right there with Carnage when he first debuted, well, his first full issue basically. I have that one, and I had got it when it originally came out. I remember picking that up.
If I'm
Yeah, it's cool. I like how they have you can come in and check out the comic books, you know. Nice little touch. And as you can see, I haven't unlocked them all, you know, just only like a certain amount. Here's the Green Goblin. I think that's the Norman Green Goblin too, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Harry. I'm not really sure. Because when I was reading comic books, it was always Harry as the Green Goblin when I was reading them. Norman was already, you know, dead because with the Gwen Stacy storyline, he was already dead when I was reading Spider-Man. But it was a Green Goblin, but it was Harry, his son, Harry Osborn. He was the Green Goblin.
Harry probably knows more about Fisk than anyone.
So as you can see, I left the comic book store, and now I'm back in the city or whatever. So back to the web slinging, yay! So we took a trip to the comic book store.
Now that's fun!
I like how you could just perch right here on the rooftops and just, you know, look at the city. It's so huge, you know. And there's a comic book right there. See it in the background? That's what's fun about it too. You can just swing around, you know. But those are on the other ones too. You know what I'm saying? And just collect comic books and pages, because you keep collecting and stuff, you unlock them. But not every one you get. I think you do have to get you have to pass like a certain like milestone. Like, see, I have over 200 issues already, because they count the pages, I believe, and the comic books themselves, because it's also pages.
Check that one off my
like,
list.
see, that was actually a comic book. But there's also, and there's another one in the background. Oh, that's a comic book. But they also have pages that are floating around too in the air, so you have to actually fill
That's
up
what I'm
the
talking
comic
about.
book. So like when you get comic books, you know what I'm saying, you actually have to get all the pages too, you know what I'm saying, to complete the comic book. So when you go to Stan Lee's comic stand, the comic book will actually be complete, you know.
Just what I wanted.
I thought this billboard was kind of cool, you know. And it seemed kind of odd that you couldn't rappel from right there, you know. I thought that was kind of odd, knowing he can rappel from like most locations, but you can't rappel from right there.
Harry's been working closely with Fisk. Maybe he's got inside info on him.
This lamppost. Now I'm gonna repel. Okay, this is Jdsgamer.